Okay, alright. Selamat sore semuanya. Apa khabar? Hari ini IC Markets webinar akan is about cara berdagang emas. Okay. Okay. Apa khabar Saiful Surya? Okay. Nama saya Ketan. Saya dari Singapura. Little background about myself. Saya belajar bahasa Melayu di sekolah dasar dan sekolah menengah di Singapura. Saya mengerti bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Melayu tidak persis sama. Jadi sebelum kita mulai webinar ini, maafkan saya jika bahasa saya kurang bagus. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think saya fikir we are ready to go. Okay. Bisakah kamu mendengar aku? Audio loud and clear? Ya? Yeah? Okay. Audio, video, set screen. Okay. Okay. Of course, penafian dulu. Okay, informasi ini tidak ditujukan kepada penduduk di negara atau yurisdiksi manapun di mana distribusi atau penggunaan tersebut akan bertentangan dengan undang-undang atau peraturan setempat. Dan of course, peringatan risiko, CFD adalah instrumen yang rumit dan memiliki risiko kehilangan wang yang tinggi dengan cepat kerana leverage. Ya, anda harus mempertimbangkan apakah anda memahami karat kerja CFD dan apakah anda mampu mengambil risiko tinggi kehilangan wang anda. Okay. Ini ada disclaimer dalam bahasa Inggeris. Okay. Okay, so nama saya Ketan Ramesh Chandras. Saya analis investasi di Everest Fortune Group. Webinar series ini is brought together dengan IC Webinars dan Everest Fortune Group. EFG adalah finalis untuk Best FX dan Equity Research pada tahun 2019, 2020 dan 2021. Okay, inilah agenda untuk hari ini. Saya fokus pada fundamental dan analisis teknikal. So jadi mungkin webinar ini sedikit berbeza dengan webinar lain yang pernah anda tonton. Okay, kita mulai dengan permintaan dan produksi. Lindung nilai terhadap inflasi dan krisis, basically hedge against inflation or crisis, hubungan dengan US dollar dan hubungan dengan tarif real. So relation tarif real is real rates. Okay, nanti we discuss this towards the end. Okay, so kami mulai dengan permintaan dan produksi. Okay, permintaan emas berasal dari berbagai sektor, jewelry atau perhiasan, investasi, central banks, teknologi. Right? This is just a background for emas. Okay, konsumsi emas. Negara China dan India adalah konsumen terbesar. Kami boleh melihat konsumsi emas in tons, almost 900 tons konsumsi dari China dan setelah China, India. Of course, there are negara ini ada most populasi of population. Okay. Pada tahun 2022, permintaan emas sangat tinggi dari central bank. Okay, so kami switch to kami switch to Google. Ini website World Gold Council, ada banyak artikel di sini highlighting trends yang dari tahun 2022 dan also for tahun 2023. Okay, so central bank permintaan was almost more than one 1,000 1,000 tons, 1,000 tons, 1,000 tons pada tahun 2022. Sekarang let's see what are the new trend yang baru pada tahun 2023. Okay, first quarter satu, jewelry, central bank buying, central bank permintaan dari central bank kurang sikit pada starting of 2023 compared to jika we compare to previous quarters. So central bank buying is a little kurang for start of this year. Okay, website ini ada lain artikel yang kami all boleh baca to find out more about current trends for gold buying by central banks and dan sektor lain. Okay, saya switch back to slides. Okay, produksi ini ada this website ini CEIC, it stands for Census and Economic Information Center. Website ini bagi information regarding produksi atau consumption. Kami boleh melihat that negara China adalah produksi yang terbesar. Setelah China, kami ada Australia, Russia, Canada dan United States. So China adalah produksi terbesar dan konsumsi terbesar. Okay, slide ini ada all the information for the links for all these gold websites. So this information is something I hope that you guys will find useful and can research on your own at your own time. Okay, lindung nilai terhadap inflasi dan krisis. Okay, gambar ini membandingkan harga emas dengan S&P 500 dan resesi di Amerika. Okay, inilah the website URL. I can visit this website to melihat gambar in a bigger picture. But the next slide will boleh highlight this in detail. So emas is considered macam asset safe haven. Tapi if we look at history and we see during recessive periods, harga emas doesn't necessarily serve as a hedge against recession atau resesi. We can see during 1979-78 bila harga emas naik, harga emas naik when a recession was starting, tetapi dia jatuh during the middle of the recession, right? And then dan di 1981 to 1982, during this recession period, emas harga jatuh. right? It didn't serve as a hedge, right? Dan di 1990 harga emas naik sedikit, tetapi towards the end of resesi dia jatuh lagi. Dan di 2000 during .com tech bubble bust, harga emas was flat, basically flat, tidak naik, tidak jatuh. So that we can see that that dari grafik ini kita dapat melihat bahawa emas tidak selalu merupakan lindung nilai yang baik terhadap inflasi dan krisis. Okay, so during Lehman Brothers crisis, at the dulu harga emas naik, tetapi in the middle of the crisis, when Lehman Brothers really stock market crash, harga emas jatuh quite deep. So and then setelah resesi berakhir, kami boleh melihat harga emas naik very strongly setelah resesi berakhir. Okay, so we can dan also this is harga emas compared with US CPI, right? US inflasi data year over year. So dari grafik ini we can see, yes, dari in 1979, 1980, dan di 1986, 87, bila inflasi naik, harga emas also naik. Together, they both go higher. Tapi 1999-2000 bila inflasi naik, hitting almost 4%, 4% year over year, harga emas almost macam flat atau jatuh sedikit. Dan setelah .com crisis habis atau berakhir, dan harga emas really started to shoot up very high, right? And then di sini, the latest year, the tahun 2022, inflasi all over the world, di dunia, was naik very fast. So during this period, during period ini, harga emas peak, tetapi then peak at about $2,070, 2070, tapi dia jatuh lagi. So kami boleh melihat that emas tidak selalu serve as a hedge. Okay, now we shall see di mana period or how to identify moments emas boleh serve as a hedge against inflasi atau crisis. Okay, kami start with hubungan dengan US dollar, right? Okay, chart ini atau grafik ini updated only within May. Okay, nanti we switch to trading view. We can see, we can see ada korelasi terbalik, right? Negative correlation, korelasi terbalik. Jika dollar index naik, harga emas jatuh, dan setelah second half of 2022, dollar index jatuh, harga emas naik. Okay, so negative correlasi is important to understand, and also government bond yields. 10-year bond yield is the common bond yield. So emas adalah basically fungsi dari ekspektasi inflasi US dollar dan government bonds. Jika ada period when dollar index naik, government bond yields also naik. This is very negative for harga emas. Harga emas will selalu jatuh bila DXY naik dan government bond yields naik. So we can see that bila this relationship gold dengan dollar index dan government bond yield, we can see setelah gold dollar index peak dan jatuh dan bond yields also peaked at above 4%, then they start to jatuh together with dollar index. Gold harga emas start to rebound. Okay, so then next kami move on to hubungan dengan tarif real. Okay, tarif real is real yields. Kami ada nominal yields dan real yields. Nominal yields is what we see on, like, for example, the US 10-year bond yield. That is the yield in nominal terms. Real yields atau tarif real is the nominal yields adjusted for inflation expectations or ekspektasi inflasi. Now, this is important because kami boleh melihat relationship atau negative korelasi for emas dan real rates. Okay, website ini it's a free website. Kami boleh access this website. Okay, saya show you how to access. Okay, so kami pergi Google, kami type long term trends. Okay, di sini first result will be our site long-term trends. Di sini ada banyak grafik dan relationship regarding emas, stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, crypto. Okay, kami focus on gold. So go here. Ada relationship dengan stocks, gold, silver, real estate. Okay, we want gold. Okay. So sini what is important is gold versus real yields. Okay, so ini chart sini is updated almost not real time, tapi is updated about 1 or 2 days before, so it's quite frequent, and is updated. Data points are daily data points. So what this, okay, so ini chart graphic line warna hitam is the real 10-year treasury yield. Ini inverted atau terbalik to show that the relationship is correlated. Dan warna kuning, of course, is gold price. So on the left side kami boleh melihat gold price dari $1,000 sudin up to $2,000, dan real yield kerana dia terbalik, dia dari negatif 1.6% to positive 1.6%. Kami boleh melihat ini relationship is quite important. Okay, saya zoom out sedikit. 10 tahun. Okay, so okay, maybe a bit more. 15. Okay, so during yeah, so okay, so kami boleh melihat during this period 2008, yes, July, August 2008, Lehman crisis took place. We can see gold price harga emas actually peaked at $1,000 in March 2008, right? Their harga peak before Lehman crisis actually took place. So normally kami fikir, okay, Lehman crisis will happen, gold harga emas should naik because it's a safe haven asset. Tetapi yang opposite atau terbalik happen. Okay, because harga emas is a function of real yields. Okay, real 10-year treasury yield. So jika bila real yields jatuh dari sini, we can see 2.7%, dia jatuh all the way to 1%. You can see gold harga emas naik in the same way. That's why ini korelasi is terbalik, dan this graphic is showing gold versus the inverted. So this website uh, gives us a good indication or direction for harga emas, where we expect gold prices to go. But because over here in this period, real yields naik very sharply, going as high as 3%, we can see gold price consolidate and come down. Tetapi after sini, 2008, the Federal Reserve started QE, quantitative easing, interest rate jatuh, dollar value of the US dollar also jatuh. So during this period, we can see real yields pergi dari high value dan become kurang until going into negative territory. Right. So when bila real yields go from positive territory to negative territory, ini creates a situation for harga emas to rise. Kerana during period macam ini, institutions dan hedge fund managers beli gold, will buy gold because it is a better uh, uh, hedge against US Treasury bills or government bond yields. Okay, because government bond yields in period macam ini are dropping, so they do not offer a good hedge against inflation atau inflasi. Tetapi gold in this period, when real yields are dropping, jatuh, harga emas is also very likely to naik. So this korelasi is quite accurate for most parts of time, tetapi kerasi boleh rusak. So kami mesti be aware that there are times mungkin that this korelasi will rusak. Okay, so kami boleh melihat di 2012 uh, real yields went negative, tetapi then after that they consolidated dan start to naik. Okay, so going from negative territory to positive territory. Dan during this period, kami boleh melihat harga emas jatuh, falling together. Dan during 2013 all the way till 2018, kami boleh lihat sideways action for price of gold. So we can see, kami boleh melihat that the direction of real yields is giving us idea about where gold prices or the longer term gold price trend is. Kami boleh melihat ini is a very bullish trend. Real yields are becoming more negative, and gold prices are a bull trend. Dan di sini 2013 all the way to about 2018, kami boleh melihat sideways action in real yields, dan gold harga emas also trading the same way. So kami boleh come to the conclusion that kita boleh come to the conclusion that this is not a bull market for gold, tapi saya for example will take or plan a strategy for sideways trading. We can find the limit, lower bound, upper bound. Kami boleh perform our technical analysis dan identify support and resistance areas, and kami boleh mind the range when trading. Then in 2018 onwards, we saw real yields start to start to go from positive 1%, pergi jatuh all the way sudin kosong 0%, and also going back into negative territory. Then it's also the same period where we see kami boleh melihat 2018 November all the way to August 2010. Similar period macam we saw in 2008 all the way to 2012. Okay, so real yields boleh give us very good direction for longer term gold trend. Then from there kita boleh perform technical analysis for daily chart. Then we can zoom in on shorter time frame to look at the maybe 4 jam time frame atau 1 jam time frame. Then we can plan our strategy accordingly. So okay, saya zoom in into 5-year chart. We can see here February 2022, Russia invading Ukraine. Yeah, it's a major geopolitical crisis. Gold prices, harga emas peaked at about almost 2,000, yeah, 2,000 $2,000. Dan tetapi because of inflasi rising all over the world, central banks led by Federal Reserve naik interest rates, right? They are naik interest rates very aggressively, and because of that, uh, value of dollar, US dollar naik, interest rates, global interest rates also naik, government bond yields also rise. So in macam environment like this, gold is not a good hedge against inflation, because kerana investors are very likely, big fund institutions, asset managers are also very likely to membeli treasury bills, US treasury bills, because kerana dia ada short duration, ada 3 bulan duration, 6 bulan duration, atau satu tahun, 2 tahun duration. Normally investors membeli 3 tahun atau 3 bulan atau 6 bulan treasury bond yields, kerana their interest rates are rising and they serve better hedge instead of emas. So ini period kami boleh lihat that real yields start to naik very aggressively, and this causes harga emas to jatuh also. So by understanding this relationship, we can get a good direction for price of gold. Okay, so we can see here kami boleh melihat this korelasi ini is very quite significant. Tetapi saya mention korelasi boleh rusak, dan period ini December 2002 until end December, kami lihat boleh melihat real yields increase from what's apa ni 1.2% to almost 1.5%. Tetapi gold harga emas continue to naik. See, so we have to be just mindful that there can be situations di mana korelasi between real yields dan harga emas boleh rusak. Okay, but tetapi after that the korelasi started to get stronger, and we can see that it taking shape again. Okay, so I mean so for this is just giving us uh, longer term view for how harga emas is trading. Then we can zoom down into the shorter time frame. Then we can trade according to our trading strategy, right? Can be swing trading, position trading, or intraday trading. All right, okay, this is chart yang same. Okay, now we go to trading view. Kami switch to trading view. Okay, and Okay, so kami boleh lihat how value of dollar and value of government bond yields or real yields boleh effect strong impact on harga emas, right? Okay, so ini on trading view kami melihat daily time frame chart. Okay, what is important, kami boleh melihat since 2020 August dan March 2022 last year dan all the way until May 2023, kami boleh see that kami boleh melihat from the price range of 2,000 dollar per ounce till 2,070, kami boleh see a lot of selling pressure, ya. Kami boleh melihat banyak heavy selling pressure for gold, right? It happened satu kali, dua kali dan tiga kali. So on a longer time frame, it is quite important for us to identify that area ini is a very aggressive area for sellers. Yeah. So let's do some technical analysis. Yeah. Okay. So yes. Okay. So now we covered the relationship and function of gold price with value of dollar, value of real yields. Now let's just go into the technical analysis. Right? Okay. Okay. Kami start our technical analysis with daily chart to identify uh, support and resistance levels. Okay, so kami also suka to use Fibonacci retracement levels also, Fibonacci retracement tools. So, okay. So right now gold is quite choppy. Okay, let's see if we, from here to here. Okay, saya change background. Background ini not so clear. Okay. So initial down leg kami boleh melihat ini Fibonacci retracement. So this down leg, so kami do from swing high to swing low. So after the swing low here in May 23, price naik, bounce, breaking through 23.6% Fibonacci retracement, tetapi finding resistance at 38.2. Okay, ada dua. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, there's okay. So 23.6 not in use because sudah broken through it. 38.2% is acting as a significant resistance area, dan also kami boleh melihat that this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level is also match up well dengan this overlap level here. We can see price at 1981, gold price bouncing off overlap resistance di sini. Support, dulu it acted as a support at the start, and after that it acted as resistance, and it also matches well dengan 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So these 2 points tell us that this level of 1981 is a very strong resistance level. So we can see kami boleh melihat on last week, June 1st and 2nd June, Thursday, Friday, right? Price being restricted at this level and pulling back. Then we also can do another overlap here. We see that in March earlier this year, price dropped to about 1940 per ounce. found support, went up, and then at the end of May, it also found support di sini, right? So we have two instances, dua instances, where we can see kami boleh melihat that this area has served as a strong support level. And also just recently, last on Monday, price bounced dari level sini, dari support sini to go higher. So we have 1, 2, 3 instances where price has bounced off this level. So it tells us that this is a very important support level as well. Okay, so today we can see kami boleh melihat dollar index is a bit weak. Dollar index since May earlier this year was rising very strongly. We can see ada upward channel, right? Ada channel, tetapi last week it broke out of this channel. Now we can question whether the bullish trend in dollar is still there, or we can expect reversal, right? So because if we expect reversal and if price can break through this first immediate support here, then very likely we can see gold prices to climb higher also. And also good thing about trading view, kami also boleh melihat US 10-year bond yield, right? So if we type US 10Y, kami can see bond yields easier to appreciate on weekly or daily time frame. So we can see the longer term time frame, longer term trends, right? When we have big trends like this, in January this year, January, February, di bulan, the whole month of February, kami melihat bond yields rising from 3.5 to about 4%. Dollar index also rising around this, going also rising during that same period from 102 to 105. We can see that gold prices also corrected very strongly. So it is important to understand that the longer term trends, and then from there once we can understand the longer term trends, we can identify that sekarang this is a bearish trend, potential bearish trend for gold, because bond yields dengan US dollar were rising very strongly. So this is negative for gold. So in periods like this, we must be looking to short gold. Okay, of course, ini on weekly time frame. Tetapi of course, we switch down to the daily and 4-hour time frame to identify trading opportunities. Okay, so previously line ini ascending line was a bearish ascending line, tetapi it broke out of this line in the start of June, but came back to the first support and going up higher again. So if price right now hari ini, I think gold for next 1-2 hari, gold should be going higher, right? As a dollar index is starting to fall. Right. So the first resistance for gold is at about 1980. So kami boleh melihat that gold has been ranging between 1980 dan 1940 since May of since May. So almost 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, gold has been ranging. So by identifying the support and resistance levels, we can identify potential trade entries, right? So we can see the sini in May, 22nd May, price rejected here, started to pull back, then reversed from 1960 to go higher. So from here, we can identify, okay, price rejected at this resistance. Second 4-hour candle actually started to come down. So this is opportunity to enter on the short side with maybe the stop loss just above the resistance level, depending on risk reward ratio. And then you can target, because the first time price found support here. So potentially you can identify this as the first area to take profit. Maybe we take half to top half of the position, then balance half. Okay, this lower range was only formed after this move. So since we saw this move first, right? So maybe we will close out to top the position around here between 1955 to maybe about 1960, right? Because at the start we had this range, this bottom range was not formed. This was the initial range. So by seeing that this is rejected price here coming down, take profit area should be around here, right? Around 1950 to 1960. Okay, so this is how we use overlap supports on 4-hour chart to identify major trend support lines. Then of course, kami boleh switch into the smaller time frame, satu jam and 30 minit and so on and so forth, depending on your trading strategy. So for today, gold, we can see there's a quite nice support area here also, right? So price has been supported here since Monday. Monday gold prices spiked quite strongly as dollar was selling off. And we can see, I think quite likely we should see momentum carry gold price up towards the first resistance at 1980. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think bond yields are also falling, right? Okay, no, bond yields 4-hour chart. Okay, yeah, bond yield is in a downtrend. You can also, kami also boleh perform technical analysis on down on the yield also. So if bond yields do not exceed 3.7% in the next few days, I think we will not see dollar index also rise, and then that means we should see gold price go higher. So looking at bond yields and also doing technical analysis on bond yields can also help us to sort of get an idea for where gold prices are going. Okay, so we can see here there is a ascending trend line, and most likely bond yields should not exceed 3.7%. But jika if it goes higher, then of course dollar index is going to go higher, and then we are likely to see gold prices maybe being uh, once again being restricted at 1980. Right. So this is the current view for gold for the next 1 or 2 days. Gold mungkin quite likely to naik higher to go towards 1980. This week calendar also, I think, is quite empty for US. Last week we had very strong labor data coming out. So strong labor data means Federal Reserve will keep interest rates high. Okay. Next uh, meeting for Federal Reserve is 14 June. Okay, so website ini, this is a free website. Okay, I will saya show you how to search for this. Okay, so kita pergi ke Google, kami type CME Fed Watch Tool. Okay, ini free website to give us uh, probabilistic expectations of what Fed will do. So if we type that, it will take us first result is always CME Fed Watch Tool. Okay, di sini it gives us the countdown clock. We have 7 hari till the next meeting, right? 14th of June. Current interest rate is at 5 to 5.25%. So this is basis point 500 to 5.25. To convert basis point to percentage, we just divide by 100. So it's very easy. 525 divided by 100 will give us 5.25. Yeah? So 5.25%. Then sini we can see what the Fed is expected to do. So this one here is the same value as this. So that means the Fed is not going to raise rates. They will keep rates on hold. And here we can see target range, upper range at 5.5. So this is us showing us percentage for rate hike. So there's only 25% chance of probabilistic chance of Federal Reserve raising interest rates next week, but there's a more higher probability. So this website is updated quite regularly. So this will also give us an idea of what we can expect for the value of the dollar index. Because if Fed is not going to raise rates, then very likely we will see dollar index starting to consolidate and jatuh, fall lower. We will also see, we can also expect bond yields to not go above this line, this ascending line, and drop lower. Then it will also help us to identify long positions for price of gold. Okay, so this is the current view for today. For the next 1 2 days. Then this week also calendar is quite empty. So not much news from US or important news. So kami boleh lihat. Okay, Reserve Bank Australia RBA raised rates yesterday. Then US calendar is very empty. Not much here. So there's not much economic data to push to drive dollar index higher. So I think dollar index akan jatuh, maybe even break below this 103 level here. So first support for dollar index is at 103, 103.80. Okay, and jika if it breaks this value, this level to drop lower, and of course gold will definitely naik and go much higher. Okay, okay, uh okay, so I have sort of come to the end. Jika you have any other questions or would like me to review anything. Okay, saya ada two polls. I launched the first poll. First poll is just to see adakah this is your first time attending IC Markets webinar. All right. Okay, so for some is first time. Okay, welcome. Thank you for attending. Terima kasih. Okay, and let me see. Okay, second poll is okay. Okay, second poll is for ratings. Okay, saya okay. If tidak ada any other questions, yeah, I'm very happy to review anything. Q and box, question and answer box is open. I think chat window also is buka. I think we can drop questions or any clarifications here. Where is it? Di mana? Oops. Wait. All right. Okay. Okay. So okay. Terima kasih semua atas waktunya dan juga kesabarannya. Saya harap webinar ini bermanfaat bagi anda. Saya faham bahasa Indonesia saya kurang bagus. Saya akan bekerja untuk meningkatkan bahasa Indonesia saya. Cassandra sekarang on maternity leave. She's going to deliver soon, probably in the next few weeks. So terima kasih telah mengikuti webinar ini. Thank you very much and take care, and nanti jumpa lagi at the next webinar. Okay. Terima kasih Saiful, Surya. Ada satu lagi. Okay. Terima kasih everyone. Thank you very much. Jumpa lagi at the next IC Markets webinar. And good luck trading.